The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willowton Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
TBR it is. Now, if you're watching the video, hello, just look up there. Where's she? There. So our guest is in the studio, just sitting on my head in this video. It's crazy how they... Anyway, now, the reason she's in the studio is because... she's a little bit of a motivational speaker, a lot of a motivational speaker, actually. And also because most recently we've dedicated at least one interview in the week speaking to experts that provide tools for matric learners, because the finals are right here. It's now. It's next week. It's coming up. It's a few Mondays away. It's tomorrow for a lot of people. Now, don't feel that anxiety. I know I'm making it that way, but it's not. Just chill. Take a big, deep breath. Relax. We've got a matric learner who can paint a much more relatable picture for other grade 12 learners. So in studio we have Ria Mahomed, an 18-year-old matriculant who seemingly likes making a difference to the rest of the youth. Ria, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thanks. And how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Oh, that is
I
awesome.
am fantastic. It's good to see you in studio as well. Ria walks in with a lot of positive energy. So, Ria, you yourself, you're in Matric this year, and you've currently started with... You already started with your finals?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, boy, when?
So, last week, Monday, in fact.
Yeah.
So I had my visual arts practical exam. So two of my main subjects is visual arts and dramatic arts.
Right.
So I had my practical. So I basically had to draw, and I had the span of 3 days to complete it.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I just did my dramatic arts practical, where I had to do 2 monologues and 1 scene. So
2 monologues and a scene.
yes.
I do monologues every day. It's not that difficult. You put the radio on. It's like I'm talking to myself sometimes. But anyway, what are some of the challenges that you think majority of students are facing at the moment?
So from what I see and what I understand, students are facing anxiety, and that is pretty much clear. And when it comes to life and what people go through, as we said, we face challenges, and it can be difficult because they get peer pressure. They can be pressured through social media, which really affects their mental well-being and their mental health. So that plays a great role in how it affects their studies. And in Matric, like, for example, myself, I had to undergo a few challenges when it comes to my emotions and, well, my personal emotions with my personal life. And when it came to Matric, it did really like kind of affect me, especially in grade 11, because last year wasn't the best of years, but alhamdulillah, like, this year is awesome.
How do you get through it? That pressure? Life happens to all of us.
Yeah, it is stressful. So like the intensity of this phase can be really overwhelming, but I have to remind myself of the significance of my aspirations and the fruits that await me at the journey's end. And now I draw strength from the knowledge that this period of dedication and hard work is a stepping stone toward my desired future. And I also seek as inspiration from the stories of those who have triumphed over adversity, reminding myself that perseverance is the key to success. So I also surround myself with a supportive network of friends and family who believe in my capabilities, and that also fuels my motivation. And of course, I do take regular study breaks to engage in activities that bring me joy and rejuvenate my spirit, ensuring a healthy balance between study and self-care.
I like that. Study and self-care. Now, a lot of students often complain about their parents just taking over and being the ones exerting pressure on learners. Have you experienced this, and would you advise on other learners or to other learners how to deal with this situation?
So I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Please.
I haven't really faced that because my parents have been really supportive. But what I do see when it comes to social media and other real life circumstances with students, and they would speak about how my parents, they don't like my marks. They're going to get really upset with me because if I don't get an A. And that also messes them up emotionally. And that's where they struggle. So how they deal with it is how they have to now face these challenges, understand how their parents feel. And now they can't just change their parents' perspective, but what they can do is maybe sit them down and have a conversation about it, and make them understand how they feel about what's going on.
Now, there's this thing about self-care that you mentioned 2
Yes.
questions back.
Yeah.
The answer to this one here, I would suppose, feeds into that.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself motivated during this very intense period?
Okay, so basically, now, as I said,
Yep.
during this arduous Matric period, I find solace and motivation in the unwavering pursuit of my goals, and like in the future, like next year, I am hoping to embark on the study of law, and I aim on becoming an advocate lawyer, as it is a calling rooted in a deep desire to champion justice.
There's one sitting right there. Okay, go on.
And that's like to uphold the rights of others, and it's like about standing up for those who may not have a voice and fighting against injustice. So like as I said, I want to be an advocate, and advocates have the opportunity to make a tangible difference in people's lives by navigating complex legal systems, analyzing evidence, and crafting persuasive arguments, and presenting their case with conviction. So that's what motivates me, because it also like requires a strong sense of empathy and critical thinking skills, which I feel I have a strength with that. And it also holds commitment to upholding the principles and fairness of equality. And by becoming an advocate lawyer, one has the power to force for positive change and contribute to a more just society. And my motivation, it seems, as it arises from a profound yearning to shed light upon the intricacies of human condition in this era. Now, something else that I live by, and it's a quote by the Persian poet Rumi. He states that yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world.
Yeah.
Today I am wise, so I am changing my soul. Now, this quote,
Love that quote.
reflects a shift in perspective and personal growth. It suggests that in the past, one may have believed that they could make a significant impact on the world through their cleverness. However, with wisdom gained over time, one may now understand that true change starts within oneself. And instead of trying to change the world directly, one should focus on personal growth and self-improvement, as that means to bring out positive change in the world. And that highlights the importance of self-reflection and personal development in making a meaningful impact.
To sum it up, and if I can quote somebody else, you got to speak to the man in the mirror.
Yes.
In fact, sit in front of the mirror. Do it. Try it out. Just look at that fella or that lady in the mirror and just have a chat with that person. Say, you are powerful.
Yes, you know, you
Yeah.
are unique, you are special, you have
Absolutely.
the world in your hands.
That's it. That's it. Very motivational young lady. Last one for you. What advice or
Yes.
motivation can you give to people, including our upcoming matriculants?
Yes, so in the light of this pursuit, when it comes to advice and motivation onto all individuals, including the forthcoming matriculants, let it be known that perseverance, unwavering determination, and a steadfast belief in oneself are the bedrocks upon which success is built. And may you, unique individuals, find solace in the knowledge that challenges are but stepping stones toward personal growth and triumph. As you embark upon your academic journey, it is imperative to recognize that you may encounter on numerous trials that may serve as a vexing diversions from your studies. And I implore you to remain resolute in any pursuit, keeping your gaze firmly upon yourself and the noble objectives that you want to achieve. Now, by anchoring your focus upon your own aspirations, you will navigate the tempestuous waters of these challenges with unwavering determination. Embrace your passions, harness your potential, and strive for your excellence, for you are capable of achieving greatness. So one more thing is I just want to share something small that I have learned. So in the past, like, I have been bullied throughout my life, and my experiences with bullying, both online and in real life, have like undoubtedly had a profound impact on me. So it's commendable how I have managed to grow as an individual and become a positive person despite the negativity that I have encountered. It is important to acknowledge that there are negative people out there, but ultimately we are all human beings and we are all on our own unique journeys. So instead of engaging in justifications and confrontations that may escalate the situation, I have understood and chosen a more civilized approach. By speaking about these issues in a civil and mature manner, you demonstrate not only your strength, but also your ability to rise above the negativity. And remember that one's actions reflect on who they truly are, and it is crucial to not let someone else's negativity define who you are as an individual.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Very inspiring having you in studio this morning, Ria.
Thank you so much
for being here.
Thank you for bringing me on. It was
It's been interesting. It has been interesting, and it's for me very interesting finding out and just learning about your dreams and your own personal aspirations, where you want to end up in the legal field, taking care of others.
Yes.
So, Altaf, I think, what is it, 5 years from now, 7 years from now, maybe 10 years from now? Lord knows where we'll be at that point. But we'll just knock on a door one day. Hi, is that Ria? Do you remember us? We were in the studio.
And if she becomes an advocate, I'll give her some instructions.
You could,
Yes,
couldn't you?
please.
There you go. So, Ria, again, thank you for coming through and motivating.
Thank you so much for bringing me on.
It's been a pleasure.